Welcome to What's Trending on Vanguard Live. I am Precious Chukudi. We begin with this interesting story, and of course, it's the fact that if you are a civil servant, as a father, you should be excited because federal government has just decided that you can also take paternity leave when your wife, has given birth to a baby. Now, the federal government has approved the commencement of 14 working days paternity leave for federal civil servants, and this was actually written in circular by Dr. Folashade Yemi Eson, and the circular was titled "The Computation of Leave Based on Working Days and Approval of Paternity Leave in the Public Service." And they're saying that this is in line with the fact that also fathers need to, take some time off. Now, government has approved paternity leave for 7 male officers whose spouse deliver a baby. The period of the leave shall be 14 working days. The leave shall not be more than once in 2 years, and a maximum of 4 children. Where the family of the male officer adopts a child under 4 months old, the officer will similarly enjoy paternity leave for a period of 14 working days. And Yemi she said that the request for such leave shall be accompanied by the expected date of, so like, it's just interesting to just see that, men to get paternity leave, it's not just the women who would, say they want to take maternity leave and stuff. Also, it's good to see that, at least within the 14 working days, these men can get their head, in the game. It's not easy to have a baby and then start to think of how you want to plan your life or how to adjust your life settings to, having and welcoming a child. It's a whole lot. All right, let's move on to the next one. And it is the fact that court has said that IGP should come and serve 3 months in prison. And of course, the story too long because the IGP has also reacted to the order by the Federal High Court, sentencing him to 3 months in prison for flouting a 2011 court order. Now, the IGP commuter followed a suit which was filed by a police officer, Patrick Okoli, who was unlawfully and compulsorily retired from the Nigerian police force. Reacting to the court ruling, the first public relations officer, Olumuyiwa Adejobi, issued that the IGP did not disregard the court order or the rule of law, as the office is not aware of any court order during the current IGP's tenure with respect to a matter making the round in the media that the IGP disobeyed a court order for the reinstatement of a dismissed officer of the force. And people are now saying that, okay, Oga IGP, why don't you just obey the court order? Go to jail now, spend 3 months first, then when you come out, we will now, get to know what's up. Also, the court also said that if the IGP goes to spend like 3 months, and after the 3 months he spends in prison, he still comes out and he still does not even, attend the hearing, or he will still go out for another 3 months again. So imagine all this thing. Oh, well, I not too much for this country. But then again, there are different people who are just, throwing their own opinion and saying the IGP should just go. And then I'm beginning to think about it. Court, they say make IGP go 3 months in prison. Hey. All right, let's move ahead. And the next one is, of course, the hashtag Free Aminu. Aminu has been trending since, come last week. And this is a student of the university, I think in Jigawa or so, that, he made mention of the fact that, he posted a picture of First Lady, that Aisha Buhari, and said something outside that the First Lady has eaten the people's money or something like that. I can't remember the context of what it was, but basically, in the context of what it meant was like she has grown like, bigger and, has eaten the country's fund, like in form of corruption, that kind of thing. That's the narrative somehow, Sha. And it was hinted that the guy was picked up. Now, it was picked up. They're saying that they can't find him in any police station in his state, and according to what we are hearing is that they moved him away from his state to Abuja. There are still some speculations that are saying that the guy is in the Aso Rock, and that is where they are dealing with him, the student and all that. And people have been talking about it on Twitter, and they're like, hashtag Free Aminu. Like, this guy, yes, he shouldn't have said what he said, but he's a student, he's writing his final exams starting next week, and they should free him to just go and write his exam, and they've tortured him enough. He's been taking for like 5 days and all of that. So people have taken their time to also be, speaking to the office of the First Lady and say, Madam, please now, you have children too. Your children can do this kind of things too and all of that. And it goes on. And let's just take some of the tweets that people are saying. This is from Abdul Amir. It says, did Aisha Buhari spare Aminu because of his religion? Did she spare Aminu because he's coming from the north? No. Religion and region only matters to the poor man. They only employ it when they want to use you. Wake up. Hashtag free Aminu. Hashtag justice for Aminu. This from Eze Nnamdi says, my northern brothers and sisters, it's time for us to push for the freedom of Aminu by organizing national peaceful protests in all 36 states. Human rights abuse is an abuse to all of us. The fight against elite and police brutality is not a sectional one. Hashtag free Aminu. And still, Eze Nnamdi says, if Aminu dies in detention, we will shut down this country with a national peaceful protest. How can you abduct a student from school 1 week to his exam, keep him without food and basic health care treatment for over 12 days now? Hashtag free Aminu. And, it goes on, and everybody's talking about it. And, I understand that I'm not in support of what he said, because, we are in a world where people, or women generally, are very, very, we are very concerned about how people talk about our bodies. Like when someone says, oh, look at that woman, she's fat, or look at that one, she's so skinny, and all of that, people should really be very careful with their words. And I think Aminu actually needs to learn. But, taking him away from his school and, denying his family, the right to see him and stuff, or even denying him his right to exist as a human being, I do not think that is the right way to go. And people are asking that, he should be freed. The boy has learned his lesson for the number of days he spent wherever